We're here with the fellows from SurTrack, and they're going to tell us about their line of CVs and axles, replacements for ATVs, UTVs, which, you know what, I kind of go through some of them. Last trip I was out on my Razor, I broke two. Now, a lot of that is user input, user error, because I know sort of when I'm pushing the limits of my machine, but also there are issues with, you know, I've got bigger tires, different clutching, and I'm into some pretty serious stuff with just the factory OEM axles. We know what happens with that sometimes, right? So you have the solution to something like that.
What we've done is we're the leader in the automotive aftermarket and CV axles. We're bringing that technology to the ATV world. We've discovered problems with design of inboard joints, outboard joints. One of the things that we've done is we've strengthened the weak link in the drivetrain, as we all know, is the axle. It's designed that way to keep from tearing up the differentials. So what we've done, just in general, as the weak link has always been the ball and cage, the cage that seals the balls to the inner race. We've strengthened that, which just in a shop conversation you would say, well, then you've taken out the weak link, so now you're going to damage my differential. To compensate for that, we've taken a shaft design that we're using in the automotive aftermarket, and it's called flexion. And we do flexion tests on each diameter, certain diameters. We have expectations for each. And what that does is it acts as a shock absorber to now absorb the torque that's coming from the motor and the differential that would have once been taking place here. Right. So we've actually strengthened this without, you know, causing any harm to the differential.
Yeah, well, that's everybody's concern, because if I armorize my axles more or less, I'm going to definitely hurt something along the line.
That is the fine line that we're treading on right now. Yeah. You can't make this too tough, or you're going to create problems, dollars and cents. It's all about dollars. You would rather break an axle if you're going to break something than you would the differential.
Most definitely.
We feel that we're well known and already established in the automotive aftermarket, and we feel like now with the problems that we're seeing across the board with what now we consider competitors, that we're bringing that technology, and it's going to work really well.
Right on. So how long have you been into the UTV, ATV end of things then?
2013, we kicked off in January. Actually at Apex last year is when we announced it.
Wow, right on. Okay, so do you have a replacement for my Razor 900 XP?
The 900 XP will be out in February.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know. I need to do some work with you guys. We'll go, if anybody can test an axle, it'll be me. Okay, because that's what we do. It's kind of like a destructive testing thing. I've been doing that all my life, ever since I was a kid.
Now, on your Razor XP, would your Razor XP have a lift?
Not yet.
Okay, then, because these are only OE replacement axles.
Right.
Through our testing, I have found that I'm not afraid of oversized tires, but because we offer, and this is out of the norm, we offer a limited lifetime warranty. And it's limited because if you have oversized tires or a lift kit, that will void the warranty. Right. So the testing, I would prefer they be tested with an oversized tire to prove my point.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And the extended lift, I can't even expect that. We do have some extended travel in these of 13 millimeters that we're putting. If you have two telescoping joints, each one will have 13 millimeters. Right. So, you know, that would be a total of almost an inch. Yeah. So,
well, that's good to know. Definitely, I run Gorilla Silverbacks on mine right now, and I'm going to be trying some Outlaw 2s. And we push it in some really bad kind of mud. It's not like your normal mud. It's actually kind of encased in roots. So it's just an axle buster.
When you compare these to the axles that you just said, physically, even if you disassembled them and compared the components, you would see physical differences.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Just to add to that, we do make them for all 7 major manufacturers. Arctic Cat,
right. I've seen the product line or the list, and it's quite extensive. It's just, it does take you, if you've only started in January, it takes a little bit of time to get ramped up for everything, right?
Get our name out there and let them know what our product represents and what kind of quality we have to offer.
Right.
What's the goal for SKUs? 200 SKUs?
200 SKUs is the goal until we kick off the heavy duty line, but we're not going to stop there. Yeah. What we did is we focused on the major part numbers, the ones that we really seen we're having trouble with, and what was surprising, it was already into the late models. Once we reach that goal of 200 part numbers, then we're going to start stepping back into the earlier models and even into the 80s. Right. And we're finding, especially at this show, that there is a demand also back into those 80s. Right. And then, of course, then always focus on 13s in the upcoming years.
Great, guys. Well, look at Bill and fellas. I got to thank you very much for your time here.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Lou.
Very nice meeting you. And I wish I could have got by earlier and spoken with you, but things have been crazy.
That's fine.
You know?